Well, here we are on 76 coming through Akron. And you remember I was telling you to index your vehicle? I've got a truck that's a legal width. And it's a legal length, but just barely on both ends. But here we are in a construction zone with a Jersey barrier on the left, and a cement wall on the right, and neither one of them you want to tangle with. Now we're going to come across an area where you get onto a bridge with this, and you've only got a half a coat of paint on each side to monkey with. So before you ever get this vehicle down the road, you darn well better know where the heck your limits are and how far over you can get. Or you're taking the mirrors off, or you're going to climb one of these walls. Like I said, on the right here, you can see the bridge coming up. You don't know where that mirror is. You're gonna eat that mirror. I'll bring you back if I find a tight squeeze in this construction zone. Now, this is not a particularly tight squeeze for a construction zone. Most of them are a lot tighter than this. But you can see I just barely fit in this lane. I don't know if you can tell, but there ain't no room left over. So in my 45 years out here on the highway, I've probably seen a dozen times where somebody has panicked or miscalculated or whatever, hit the wall, or even tried to pass you in one of these construction lanes where they have emergency pull-offs. And stuff starts going wrong. There is no room for error. Get used to these construction zones because they're everywhere. I mean, the saying for Canada is, Canada roads are easy to figure out. You only have two seasons. You either have winter or road construction. And in the summer, you can count on road construction everywhere. Anyway, I've seen where they have taken up to 6 bodies away in plastic bags or rubber bags from somebody, and it's not their fault either. There's somebody panicking in that construction zone and slamming the brakes on or hitting the wall or whatever, and it happens almost too often. Now I'm back on the open road again, so while I have you on the phone and I have your attention, let me tell you real quickly about parking lots, especially truck stop parking lots. I'm in Hobbs, New Mexico, sleeping in a Flying J. The truck is running because it's a blistering hot day, and somebody starts pounding on my door. Well, I come up to the window with a handgun, and this young, skinny schlep is hanging out of the mirror, pounding on the glass. And I says, you better have a good reason. Once I show him the handgun, I said, you better have a good reason for pounding on my door. And he says, did you see that, who took this Freightliner right next to you? And I said, man, I've been driving straight for about 2.5 weeks. I didn't see anything. I didn't even know what planet I'm on. Get off my door. And he says, no, you had to see. Somebody just drove my truck, the whole truck and the load and everything right away. You had to see it. And I said, I don't know what you're talking about. You know, people drive trucks in and out of truck stops all the time. This guy insisted I saw who stole his truck. Well, find out what had happened is he pulls in with a brand new Freightliner loaded with electronics. He goes in the truck stop, and one guy follows him in with a cell phone. Now the guy on the cell phone is talking to 2 guys in a van who pull up, and one guy goes up on the truck and takes a picture of the VIN number of the new truck, just with his little smartphone or whatever. Gets back in the van, and the guy's still inside, following the driver around to make sure he's still inside and he's not going to go out and catch him. The guy goes back in the van. They have a machine that cuts keys for heavy equipment. And there's only just a few keys out here they use for Freightliner or Mack or whatever. There's only like 4 or 5 different key sets. So this, if they don't have the key in-house, and this is linked to the internet, so they can find that VIN number and tell that machine exactly what key to cut. They cut the key right there. The guy walks up to the unit, unlocks the door because he has the key, gets in and drives it away. The poor driver comes out, doesn't know what hit him. Anybody who sees a guy walk up to a tractor trailer with a key, open the door and drive it away, you pay no attention because he's got the key. But that's what they normally will do now. And they don't steal whatever's in your truck. They just steal the whole daggum thing and it's gone. They have a place to hide it where it's out of sight and it disappears. It's a well-planned, I guess, big organization that does such things. But if they don't, tractor trailers are pretty easy to break into. So my suggestion is, if it's your truck that you're going to have for a long time, change the lock sets on that truck from the factory keys, because somebody's going to come along and make a fool out of you because they can find your whatever lock set it is. More film at 11.